country for the first time was a daunting task in itself, but knowing that this trip was not going to be about me made it even more frightening. I was worried that I would not be able to take in the experience of being outside the country for the first time because I would be too focused on the kids, but my expectations were so wrong. I was able to have a life-changing experience in the Dominican while serving the children of the community. While we were in the Dominican, we had the opportunity to become a part of the community for a little moment in time. We had the chance to run a day camp during the week and teach the kids about public health, English, and sustainability. On a daily basis, we had to be flexible with the kids' ability, be ready and enthused to learn, and be willing to give our all to the kids each and every day. Although the kids played a large part in the experience I had in the Dominican, what had a bigger impact on me was the community. Before leaving for the Dominican, I had a difficult time believing that the trip was going to have a life-changing impact on me. I thought that the Dominican really could not be all that different from the United States, but my beginning assumption was very wrong. The lifestyle there was so different from the United States in almost every way. The people there take time from their day to say hello to everyone, and it makes you feel like you are part of their community. The biggest difference, though, and the one that affected me the most, was their ability to appreciate what they have in life. In the United States, we are always going and do not take time to appreciate the little things we have in life, but in the Dominican, they do. People always say that the United States is privileged, which I agree we are, but in the Dominican, they are privileged in another way. Without the distractions that are so prominent in the United States, they are able to live in the moment and appreciate all that life has to offer. We got the experience to live this way for a week, and without the distractions of the outside world, I felt like I was actually living for the first time in a long time. The most challenging part of the trip for me was the return back to the United States. Coming back at first was overwhelming. From the moment we got back and turned on our phones, the world came crashing back in. I had over 100 emails and over 200 text messages. The amount of things I had to look through was overwhelming, and the stress of the real world came flooding back. But that's what I expected. What was more difficult was trying to explain to everyone what my experience was like in the Dominican. There was no simple one-word answer to how was your trip, but the short answer I used was that it was life-changing. But it was so much more. Even the people I took the time to sit down and talk with my experience about, it was still difficult to put into words what I felt and what I experienced in the Dominican. The most difficult part, though, for me personally, was my close friends not realizing how influential the experience was and not understanding what I had been through. One of my good friends did not even go beyond asking, "How was it?" She thought that simple three-word question was enough to sum up my experience in the Dominican. I was hurt that she did not want to know more about my trip, but I was even more upset by the fact that someone could care so little about what the rest of the world is like. I always want to know what other places are like, soak up as much knowledge as I can, but she was so involved in her own world she didn't even bother to ask more. It exemplified what I experienced in the Dominican, that people in the U.S. do not take time to appreciate the little things, that they are so very wrapped up in their own worlds and fail to see what the world around them is really like. After having the experience in the Dominican and returning home, it has made my desire to travel even stronger. I don't want to become so wrapped up in my own world that I fail to see all the other things that are happening around me. I want to hold on to that feeling of living in the moment and appreciating everything that is happening in my life because I really believe it makes living a whole lot more real.